he takes tough decisions in people's interest. Federal government assures foreign investors of security in the country. Haiti swans in transitional council ahead of next election. Good evening and thanks for joining us on the major report for tonight. We sincerely apologize for coming a little behind schedule. President Bola Tinubu has expressed his readiness to take tough decisions in the best interest of the people, even if it will bring initial pains. President Tinubu stated this in Hague, the Netherlands, during the business session of the bilateral meeting with the Dutch team led by Prime Minister Mark Rutte. According to a statement by presidential spokesman Ajuri Ngelale, the Netherlands promised an investment worth for $250 million in Nigeria in the next few months. The president said Nigerians have gone through the worst of the storms and is unafraid of the consequences of taking tough decisions once his actions are in the best long-term interest of all Nigerians. He expressed firm commitment to the development partnership between Nigeria and the European Union. Nigeria's Minister of Youth Development, Dr. Jamila Ibrahim, has warned youth in the country against using the downturn in the economy as a license to commit crimes. She issued the warning in Abuja at a retreat and leadership training course for principal officers of the Peace Corps of Nigeria. The minister explained that the economic downturn is a global phenomenon and not peculiar to Nigeria alone, hence should not be used as justification for any form of criminality. The minister, whose speech was delivered by the Chief Youth Development Officer of the Federal Ministry of Youth Development, Mr. Isaac Adiagu, appealed to youth to be more focused in the face of the challenging economy. The minister counseled the youth to use the challenge posed by the economy to prepare themselves to be socially and economically responsible. The Senate panel probing the 30 trillion naira ways and means loans secured from the Godwin Emefiele-led Central Bank of Nigeria by the federal government has said it will seek an extension of the time allotted for the investigation. Senate President Godswill Akpabio has given the panel a 6-week ultimatum to probe the loans. The panel was also charged to probe the over 1 trillion naira anchor borrowers program of the CBN under the immediate past administration, urging it not to leave any stone unturned. The panel, led by Senator Issa Jibril, said it had uncovered about 13 financial infractions allegedly committed in the process of obtaining the loans. The committee also disclosed it had received some documents that would aid the probe, adding that some government officials involved in the loan will be summoned. The federal government says it plans to create 2.5 million jobs through the Labor Employment Enhancement Program of the Ministry of Labor and Employment. The Minister of State for Labor and Employment, Mrs. Nkeruka Onyejeoka, said these are the pre-inauguration ceremony for the LEAP in Abuja. She noted that the program is aimed at actualizing President Bola Tinubu's renewed hope initiative, noting that LEAP is targeted zero hunger, zero poverty, economic growth, and decent jobs through 6 strategic initiatives. The Minister of Solid Minerals Development, Dr. Dele Alake, has said that the operations of the newly established specialized mining marshals have drastically curtailed illegal mining and secured mining sites across the country. He stated this in Abuja while addressing the Nigeria-Australia Investment Roundtable virtually. The minister noted that the elite paramilitary force have brought sanity and relief to recognized miners by clamping down on those involved in nefarious activities around mining areas across the country. He told his audience that 2,200-strong elite paramilitary force tagged Mining Marshals, which is made up of a 60-man rapid response squad, were deployed to each of the 36 states of the Federation and the Federal Capital Territory to tackle the menace. The minister also informed the Australian investors that plans for establishment of the private sector-led Nigeria Solid Minerals Corporation has reached advanced stage, stressing that the corporation is poised for joint venture with investors on critical minerals like lithium, gold, barite, lead, iron ore, amongst others. The Minister of Interior, Olubunmi Tunji-Ojo, said government will relocate a lot of correctional centers to create better space, security, and better infrastructure. Mr. Tunji-Ojo made the pledge when he visited Suleja Medium Security Custodial Center, where 119 inmates escaped following a rainstorm that damaged the facility. The minister added that it is imperative to relocate a lot of the correctional centers to conducive environment, noting that the ministry is already working behind the scene to fashion out a correctional system that will work for all. He, however, assured that such incident will not happen again in any other facility across the country. The federal government has ordered a comprehensive manhunt for 109 fleeing inmates of Suleja Medium Security Custodial Center in Niger State. The inmates escaped when a torrential rainfall pulled down the walls of the facility, but 10 out of 129 escapees were immediately apprehended. The Minister of Interior, Dr. Olubunmi Tunji-Ojo, who visited the facility for an immediate assessment of the damage and get information on the fleeing inmates, said the government is considering the relocation of the custodial center. Tunji-Ojo said the escapees have ample time to return on their own to the facility, as all their biometric information will be released to the public as soon as possible. The government said it had put all security agencies on alert to apprehend the escapees and ensure their immediate return to the facility. And on to sports. Multiple national para-badminton champion Eniola Bolaji has moved up to world number 7 in the women's SL3 according to the World Para-Badminton governing body. Bolaji moved 3 places from number 10 to number 7 with 39,550 points after she excelled at the recently concluded Spanish Para-Badminton International Championship 2024 in Victoria, Spain. The Quara-born player overwhelmed world number 6 Oksana Kozina from Ukraine 2-0 to clinch the gold medal in the women's SL3 at the 2024 Spanish Championship, which ended this week. Bolaji described the world ranking leap as a call for more hard work, as she dedicated her current achievements and feat to her late coach, Bello Yebanji, who died in 2021 in a ghastly car accident along Oyo-Ogumosho Expressway in 2021 after securing his visa ahead of an Olympic qualifier in preparatory for the Tokyo Paralympics. On the foreign scene, Haiti's Transitional Council has been sworn in after Prime Minister Ariel Henry's formal resignation earlier in the day. The new 9-member Transitional Council was sworn in amidst the sound of sporadic gunfire coming from outside the National Palace, the venue of the event. The swearing-in took place more than a month after Caribbean leaders announced its creation following an emergency meeting to tackle Haiti's spiraling crisis. The newly appointed interim Prime Minister, Major Patrick Bois-Vert, addressing a crowded room, said that Haiti's crisis had gone on too long and that the country now found itself at a crossroads. The 9-member council, of which 7 have voting powers, is expected to appoint a provisional electoral commission, the requirement before elections can take place, and establish a national security council. To end the major report on OSBC for tonight, here again are the high points. President Bola Tinubu has stated that it takes tough decisions in the interest of Nigerians and its economic growth. Brought you a report that the federal government has assured foreign investors of security at mining sites and in the country. And on the foreign scene, we brought you a report that Haiti has sworn in traditional council ahead of next election. With that, we've come to the end of major reports on OSBC for tonight. It was edited by Adebari Ejimakinde. I am Babatunde Fanopo. From every one of us, we say thanks for watching and bye for now.